Hey guys, Extra Prime here and welcome back to Palworld. We're here at our base. I realized my pals are kind of like all falling sick. I mean, Cativa has an ulcer, Lavender is depressed. But the rest are actually doing pretty good. I don't know why is it just those two that are like just unhappy with life. Uh, but, oh, and our pangolin is helping us with our arrows. So today I do have a couple of things planned, but I want to show you guys an update of what I've worked on. So first order of business, I have a 3-shot bow right now, which is something that you can upgrade at level 10. So the 3-shot bow uses regular arrows, but for one arrow you shoot 3 arrows, like 3 arrows per shot instead. So it's pretty good. I've also went ahead to unlock quite a few things. So I've unlocked the Rushor saddle. I went to catch myself a couple of Rushors, celery, gloves, and I think I unlocked one more thing which I now cannot find, but never mind. I've also unlocked the pelt armor because I realized we have enough leather to make one, so that's good. Wait, speaking of making, we should actually dump. Oh, okay, so yeah, there's one thing I forgot to grab. Crap. So a lot of these higher end items like Tundra outfit and stuff, pelt armor and stuff requires this high quality workbench, which requires nails as well, which requires ingots. So as you can see right now, we are gonna start working. Oh, there's a few things that I haven't made. We are gonna start working on, hey, it requires production assembly line. Shit, I didn't see that. Crap. Oh well. But yeah, so today we are actually I do have a few things in mind that I want to work on. Part of it is actually progressing the base. So what we want to do is we're gonna go over to this box right here and then upgrade, because we do have everything we need for the upgrade. So now we are gonna go up to level 8. Now we need to build a high quality workbench, deploy more pals, and a medieval medicine workbench. So the good news is we can deploy pals. The bad news is I've been trying to catch Nightwing. These things are dying too easily. But the second Nightwing I caught was even worse. I mean, look at that. Not good. So what I'm gonna do instead is I want to get one of our all-rounders, either one of our leaf monks or our tansy to be here as well. I'm actually thinking of just deploying yeah, okay, another option is we can deploy Vixie for additional loot. Honestly, right now I do feel that we are doing okay in terms of like resources. We don't have it at comfortable levels, but we have it at enough that we get by most of the time. I'm just very concerned about Lavender and Cativa because they have been sick for quite a while. Like, I've been kind of off screen, kind of just working on things, and they have been sick throughout the entire time. So I'm not sure if I'm missing something out here. I know medicines can heal them, but the reason I left them there is because I wanted to see if, let's say, they do heal after a while. The only problem is, of course, when they are sick, they are not really working at all, and that is a problem. So okay, I'm not gonna make these arrows. Get it? I believe we have enough. I hope. We need to make this so that we don't spiral further in terms of like the stress and stuff. Leaf Monk needs to come and help me, man. Come on. Okay, you know what? We'll let them work on it. So today we are going to get a bit of work done. First things first, we're gonna head over to this level 11 chillet right here, because this is actually a world boss. But unlike the Memores level 38, this world boss is much more reasonable. Like, at least it's level 11, right? We're gonna get this world boss, but before that we want to grab the Fort Ruins checkpoint first. Actually no, with this checkpoint it might actually make more sense, but never mind, we'll figure it out as we go along. We maybe deal with the boss first, then we go for the Fort Ruin, and then after which I have plans to push ahead. There's this red bit right here, but I'm probably going to push along one of these routes here to open up the map by just a smidget more. The other option I was considering is whether we want to connect this way instead, which is possible as well. And then of course along the way we'll try and catch as much things as we can. So yeah, that's the plan for today. There will be a lot of catching, a lot of oh no, wait, there's one more thing I forgot to make. Okay, so a few things I want to do also in this episode. Let's make ourselves a celery glove. This thing is super good. Okay, yeah, so I forgot we need. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the celery glove as well as the Rushor saddle, which I've unlocked with the help of my pals, and then after that I'll show you guys what it does. Alright, we are done. There's already so many Pal spheres from our two Vixies. These two things are really great, guys. But anyway, to show you guys what happens, so generally, after you have completed after you have completed making those Pal items and collecting them, you will notice that they don't appear as items in your inventory. It's because the game kind of just knows that you have it already. And what this means, oh wait, I think it's under key items maybe, there we go. So what this means is that from now on, if I were to summon my Rushaw, which I already have prepared, I can actually use its ride ability, and I can get on, and I can ride on. So now we can go around a little bit faster, but the more important thing as to why you want to do this is because Rushaw has a special ability where it can charge on rocks like that. So let me show you guys what happens. And he gets all 20 rocks. So Rushaw is super good. I mean, he can get even more from here. So you can see right now he has another set of rocks right here. So when we do this charge, it actually gets us a whole bunch of ore, which is awesome. And as for Celery, what happens is that when if I were to double jump, oops, sorry, not double jump on the horse, then even if I have my pick out in the open, I can actually double jump. And what happens is that I actually enter into glide mode. So this is very helpful in a situation if I'm falling. Celery can kind of save us by gliding, and of course if we have a high ground, we can actually just glide our way down quite a bit. So yeah, that's the reason why you might want some of these things. Now my team hasn't changed too much. Sparkit is still here. Now this Lispang, guys, I did not fully appreciate how strong our Lispang was until I brought it out to go Nightwing hunting. It was a nightmare, guys. He was destroying things so fast. The reason is because he has Ferocious, which is plus 20% attack, but he also has Muscle Head, which increases his attack further by 30%, while reducing work speed by 50%. Let's be honest here. Given this, we already know we're gonna use him as a damage dealer, and this guy does so much damage. It sometimes destroys the Nightwing so quickly I couldn't catch it. It kind of got onto my nerves slightly, but I'm pretty sure where we're going now, it will be very, very, very helpful. So yeah, what we're gonna do is, okay, I spent so much time running around doing things that it's nighttime already. What we're gonna do is, we are going to quickly go to bed, and then after that, we are going to TP over to the Chillet. So we're going to try and catch the Chillet first, and then after that, I'll bring you guys to a dungeon. So, of course, the dungeons aren't exactly blind because I went through the dungeons before with BAMS and the rest. However, for this playthrough, we haven't covered the dungeons yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to this one right here. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, there is a dungeon right here. Okay, so just take note, there is a dungeon right at this waypoint. If you want to, you could just grab this dungeon. I believe I can go by the back actually. You know what, let's try going by the back. Yeah, I don't think we've ran along here before. Yeah, so when you have Rhydon, it's actually super helpful. And of course you can use Reckless Charge as a means to kind of get around faster. I'm not inclined to believe that you get around that much faster. But hey, at least we don't use our stamina. I mean, we don't use that much stamina, you know. Alright, so where are we? Crap. Oh, another cave here. But it's kinda sorta like a dead end actually. You know what? Let's go this way. Now do take note, of course, when you're on ride-on mode, you can't climb. So factor that in. Yeah, I feel like if I go by this way, we could kind of grab the Fort Ruin and then head up towards the Chillet. It might be a thing, and we've never been here before, so it's gonna be a new adventure for us. So there's an I don't have an Ichthydia, do I? Yeah, I don't think I do. Oops. That was not what I wanted to do. Ah! Woo. Yeah, as you can see, the triple arrow is pretty good. So he's burning now. Right, so we're gonna catch the Ichthydia, I think. Hopefully. I just noticed that when he escaped, it says Ichthydia escaped the sphere, cheeky bastards. This game. The thing about this game is that it holds nothing back. Like, it doesn't care. Like, it just pushes whatever boundary that you think most game developers would, you know, not cross, and it just does it. You go around killing cutesy things, uses words like bastard. Oh boy, what a treasure. Honestly, man, what a treasure of a game. Like, if it isn't obvious enough by now, I love this game so much. This is quite a game. Honestly, I mean, I know it's an early access tag, but oh, that's new. Let's try that. I know it has an early access tag, but don't let that fool you. It's actually super good. Nice. Ah, shoot. No! Crap. There's a lot of them. Oh, that's not a very high chance. Nice, got it. Ow! Yo, the razor leaf hurts like hell, man. By the way, guys, you can daisy chain your catches. If let's say you're confident with like the base chance, like over 45, you can actually try to launch it right as it comes out. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. More often than not, it still works. So what happens is that sometimes you might accidentally die because when you throw the ball, the Pal already launched an attack, so you can actually still die. There's that split second where it will throw an attack at you. So I've died a few times before, thinking that I would, like, you know, he won't hit me, but he does. So just take note of that. But here we are in some sad, ruinous looking place. Oh, hello. And there is a lore. Yeah, this is like a nice coastal beach. I feel like there might be something here, but let's grab this lore first and take a look. I know I said we wanted to go and kill things, but I'm sorry. Castaway Journal Day 3, nice. I discovered what appears to be an ancient ruin while exploring the island. Did humans once live here? Finding some kind of mural on the wall, I deciphered the symbols and found that it was none other than instructions on how to make that strange sphere from before. Using Paldium, the name I have given to the blue ore found throughout the island, as a catalyst, it is possible to transform mere wood and stone into one of those spheres. I must record this method of production on my device. That happened to be a weakened Pal near me, unable to move, rolling sphere towards it, I was able to capture another Pal. Cool! So once again, we get a lot of, I mean, at this point in time, I would say it's interesting. Yeah, so far the lore of this world is very interesting because there's quite a few mysteries here. What were the humans doing before you? What, you know, like, what did they discover? This stretch of beach. Oh, okay, so this stretch of beach kind of lead us to the next area. Now I want to try my best to keep to this area first because there's already so much content for us to cover. There is a leaf monk just sitting there. Oh, and true to any Pokemon like game or like monster collecting game, at some point you start to recognize them all. Yeah, the theme is like not just to catch them all, just to recognize them all. There are 111 Pals according to the Pal Dex, which, yeah, I mean, it is quite a bit to collect. And the fact that this game is entirely in real, quote-unquote real-time kind of thing, the pacing of the game feels very, very different. There's a lot more live-in kind of feeling to it. You start to recognize roads, you start to recognize like the world. Yeah, so you really kind of ease into the world and start living it. And it is a great feeling, guys. Like, genuinely, I think, oh shit, I need to get used to the fact that I have to like, yeah, and then very soon you just get more comfortable with this world. It's nice. I like it. Alright, but here we are. Oops. I didn't know that I could do. Oh god. Great. Alright, so oh, it's a Nightwing. Do you think we have a chance to get that? I want it. Ugh. Now we do that one. I mean, you're already here. Alright, so we're gonna try and catch the Nightwing. Be careful, I need to use Spark Kit instead. Hey! Oh, but I realize if I try and catch the Nightwing now. Oh, damn. Ow! Alright, nice. You need to be very careful with breathing. Oh, crap! Oh, that was close. Woo. Okay, so let's be super careful with this catch. Alright, 48%, not the best, but not the worst either. The Chillet's kind of running towards us already. So that's the Chillet over there. It's very, very cute, and I want it. Oh, look at the launch. Come on. He launched the attack. Alright, nice. We got that. Let's see if this is... Okay, so the good thing is for the first time we don't have a Nightwing with a negative stat. So that's nice. That's already a win in my books actually. Alright, so this is the Chillet. Now this Chillet is super dangerous. The good news is we have a rock right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call my Leaspunk to start working on the Chillet. And then we're gonna run actually, because this boss fight is not the hardest, but it's also not the easiest as well. So, but honestly with Leaspunk, I think we're okay. He does a tremendous amount of damage against the Chillet. So you can see it does quite okay damage. Once Chillet is at 1/4 health, we need to stop attacking because... Sorry, not stop attacking. We need to stop... we need to withdraw Leaspunk because he gets very powerful. Right. Let's dodge that. Okay, Leaspunk is launching one more attack. Alright, nice. Let's throw this. 34 is not too bad. Right, 36 is not too bad as well. Okay, we can't launch another attack because he's at 27 health. So we're gonna just have to catch it with this. Nice! Oh my god, we got a Chillet with a poor... Ugh. This sucks. Okay, so I wanted to do this on this episode because here's the good news for those of you who are wondering. Chillets respawn. So even though it shows a tick here, right? After several in-game time, the Chillet will respawn and you can actually cycle and quote unquote, I'm sorry, I don't like the word but I'm using it as it is, grind Chillets to a point where you are able to find a Chillet that you like a lot. Now, the reason you want to get some of these boss mons that are accessible is because these bosses are strong. I don't think they're as strong as a shiny, but they are pretty decent. And you really do want bosses like that because they actually do very decent damage against most of your enemies. So I definitely will put Chillet on my team and replace it with I don't even know, because my team is actually quite robust at this point. In fact, my entire party I don't know who to drop. Like Incineram is alright. Incineram, yeah, maybe I will drop Incineram actually. Oh yeah, but here's something to show you guys why I wanted to have the Mentai rating, because we can now do this. See? Yeah, so you will realize that traversal becomes a lot easier when you have like the cell ray or celery. Yeah, you start to travel around a lot quicker, and it's actually very cute. If you guys haven't seen the celery before, it is a very adorable thing. Like the smile on his front, like the face is super cute. Sorry, I don't know why it didn't wanna. Hold on, let me show you guys. Look at him. Oh, aren't you precious? Look at you. Alright. Alright, so but that's that. So like I said, with the Leaspunk, this guy is carrying us so hard as a damage dealer. I am very much contemplating, even though he's like one of the ugliest thing in the world, right? But I'm contemplating keeping him on the team because he is actually super strong for us. And I really like it. Oh jeez. Yeah, so even with so if you have 2 Vixies, you are probably set up for life in terms of Power Spheres. I mean, good gods. That is a lot. But yeah, we're gonna do some quick admin, and then after that we're gonna delve into a dungeon probably. We'll probably delve into this dungeon over here. So I'll be right back. Alright, I have replenished. Now let me show you guys our boss Chillet. Now obviously I'm not gonna use him because he's a slacker. But if let's say you're able to find a Chillet with a good roll, now this is cool because oops. It keeps its size. Look at this! Whee! I mean, look at this. You're a good boy. Yeah, look at it. I like it. I like Chillet a lot. Unfortunately, this Chillet is not gonna be that much helpful because of his stat. Chillets, you notice, aren't that helpful in a base. He only has like 2 skills. Pretty focused, but you know. What you want to be mindful of is also, if you notice the technology. There are a couple of unknown items here. Now these items only unlock when you catch the pals. So like for example, Chillet Saddle, now I can actually craft it. I'm definitely going to craft this once I get a good Chillet, which I'll probably do it offline. Ooh! And if I ever find a Nightwing that's actually half decent, then this one's good. What else is a viewing cage? Oh. Oh wow. Okay. That's You can command your pals to work on various things inside a base. Hold up, is this what it... Okay, I don't know if this is what I think it is. Oh wow. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're definitely advancing into odd ages right now. Wait. Can we try something? Now this... Now you guys may remember that I mentioned a comment about what I felt was a lacking thing in this game. Which is the finer control over certain aspects of your pals, like, actions. I wonder... Okay, let's see, alright, let's see. Sorry, my OCD is just destroying me right now. Forget it. Okay, so Lavender's gonna come over. Now, I wonder if this allows me to... Or is, okay, it's either it's just a cosmetic. Oh, wow. Okay. It's a thing. So it was not what I thought it would be. But I guess. I guess. Well. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to do is so the Icthadia I might want to make. Okay, so a lot of these things I'll probably unlock and work on them as I go along. This thing I've tried before is useless. Medieval medicine thingy will need it. Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, that's what we'll do for now. I do want to spend... the Nightwing... Okay, so I want to get a strong Nightwing, because Nightwings are actually pretty good attackers. But that was before I found out that I have a Lispang that rode so well. The Lispang is currently like my main attacker right now. So... But if we can find a half-decent Nightwing, we can use them and then actually fly. I don't think I have ingots at this point, right? Yeah, many of these things, like the Nightwing saddle, requires ingots, which makes sense for me to then kind of start working on... Oh, by the way, guys, the furnace is right here. We can actually start working on some ingots. Oh, damn. We don't need that many much. Let's just work on 25. Okay, our Fox Park will help us with that. Now, in the interest of time, I'm gonna hop over to the dungeon to show you guys how dungeons work. Same thing as exploring the world. I wanted to show you guys dungeon 1 so that we can experience it together, and then subsequently I can kind of work on the dungeons kind of like off screen, you know, because you guys don't want to keep watching me run the same dungeon over and over again. Now, the interesting thing about how they handle dungeon, now I really hope the developers don't change this, because I can imagine some developers thinking it may not be the best gameplay loop. I think it's excellent. Dungeons respawn in this game, and and there's these things. Oh shit. Well, it is a new mon, so we might as well try and get that. Alright, that should get it. So we got ourselves a new mon, 75% should be okay. Yeah, so as you can see, dungeons over here... Oh, there's a Killamari. Yeah, dungeons are pretty okay. I mean, there are some pals that are unique to dungeons. So do take note if you're missing a couple of things in the pal decks. There's a high chance it's because they are from dungeons. That was pretty low chance. The triple arrow does a lot of damage, guys, so it's super helpful. Yeah, so this is what I mean. Even though on animation it looks like he's caught already, the attack is actually channeled and it will still fire off. So be very, very careful. Don't be complacent and stand there sometimes, because it does fire off the attack. Alright, so we caught 2 new pals. Okay, so at this point in time, from what I understand, dungeons don't seem to randomly generate. So what I mean is, if you notice... Oh, wait. Let's get Lispang ready. If you notice, this particular dungeon at this particular location will always spawn with this particular tile set. However, if you went to another dungeon, it will spawn with a different tile set. So just take note of that when you are running around exploring the world. The other thing you want to know about dungeon is that it respawns as well. So just like world bosses, it respawns, so you can quote-unquote grind resources from dungeons, which is actually super helpful actually. Alright, so there's a huge fight over here. Oh, Jesus! Okay, so our Lispang is just doing good work as usual. But it's not a good situation to be in. Okay, our Lispang is actually doing most of the work for us, so I'm not overly concerned. Look at this. Okay, I'm trying to save the arrows because the last thing I want is to not have enough arrows. Okay, so let's try to catch the daydream while the Lee Spang deals with the third. Come on. 48% is not that hard. Come on. Nice. Right, we got it. Alright, so we got ourselves another. Oh wait, we have a daydream before. Shit. Okay, so let's go this way now. This is. Oh, I remember this bit. Okay, so like I said, I've been to this dungeon before, and I did want to try it out here. So this I can confirm. The tile set will stay the same. So as long as you come to this particular dungeon by Rain's Tower, Waypoint or whatever, it will always look like that. I mean the enemies may shuffle here and there, but it will always look in terms of tile set, it will look like this. But do take note that that doesn't mean you don't want to come back, because dungeons, I think if I'm not wrong, it's every hour they will respawn, inclusive of the final boss at the end of the dungeon. Do take note, this final boss is a very important component in the game, is because okay, I'm not sure whether is it the same like an alpha, like a world boss monster, but it is bigger. I presume it will be stronger as well. And from my understanding, it is randomly generated. So if you came in the first time, the boss might be a alpha like Depresso. And then the second time you come into the exact same dungeon, while the tile set stays the same, it might spawn as a alpha, I don't know, Nightwing or something. So do take note of that, because dungeons then become a very valid option in terms of if you want to farm for strong mons. Potentially you may even find mons that you have never encountered in the overworld before as well. So do take note of some of these things. It is very, very important. I keep forgetting that I can do this now. I mean, like I said, it's only ever so slightly faster. Rushaw is obviously not like the quintessential like right mon, but you know. Oh. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm not gonna bother with this. I do know where the end boss is. And like I said, I don't think you guys want to necessarily see me hit dead ends. That one's a dead end right there, if I remembered. Personally, I think there's two ways to approach dungeons. First of all, dungeons do hold some good resources, although personally I don't find it very worth. So this is what I mean right here. You'll notice that certain cave tile sets dungeons may have these bluish like ore. Those actually hold palladium. And if you're running out of palladium, hopping into a dungeon and grabbing like the giant palladium veins might be pretty helpful. Personally, I think it's a lot easier if you're in the overworld and you just kind of pick up the palladium from the small ores that we are all used to. Personally, but that's just my opinion. You might want to try. Oh, by the way, I do have a fuddler. I forgot to tell you guys. Shit. I got a fuddler from a camp. So as I was looking for my Rushaw and oh Jesus. Well, I guess. Oh, they're pissed. You know what? Ignore them. Right, so the boss is this way, I think. Yeah, so I managed to catch like a fuddler as well as a ski or squee. I'll show you guys later when I'm back in base. Hopefully I don't forget. By the way, guys, I remember I last episode I talked about the shield, and then I totally forgot to equip the shield. I'm an idiot, guys. I'm an absolute idiot. Alright, so here we are. One more dungeon past should be. If I'm not wrong, there should be an exit. Oh, come on. The thugs aren't the hardest to deal with. Just that if Lee Spang decides to be stupid and focus on something else. Yeah, so under normal circumstances, Lee Spang is just gonna destroy them. Woof. Like so. We can kind of help Lee Spang out. Honestly though, your pals do significantly more damage than you ever will. Maybe when you have guns it will be different. But for now, your pals do so much more. We'll let Lee Spang deal with that. Okay, we're almost at the boss dungeon already. So yeah, as you can see, the dungeon tile sets are pretty interesting actually. There are quite a variety. So every time you see a cave, you can just pop in there. And then you can see what's inside, what's the tile set like. But more importantly, you want to go to the end boss, because the end boss can randomly spawn certain mobs that might be actually very helpful. So currently it's the Pengullet. I don't want a Pengullet. There is a way where you can reset reset the boss dungeon. I'm not sure if it's fixed, but if you, because every area respawns, so if you notice, what happens is that the syndicate thugs, now that if once I start going back to, hold on, this might be a bit easier if I have this. Might. Yeah, so if I come back here right now, okay, I can't tell. Yeah, you see, mobs respawn. So because they respawn, right, you can actually go back, and then after that you can see what is the boss that spawns in the dungeon. Now the good thing is, because dungeons respawn and recycles, you don't have to worry if you mess up. So you don't have to feel like you have to get it perfect on the first try, or that is a gamos, that is pointless to me. Yep, so you can actually go back and forth and then try and reset the boss, and then try and snipe pals that you really want. So I'm gonna do that a little bit to see what could be helpful. Now I'm obviously not gonna aim for like the best pal in the whole wide world. I got no patience for that. So I'm just gonna go around. I definitely don't want a Pangala. I want a pal that's actually helpful at least. So we're gonna do this a little bit and see what we get. Alright, we have Road Celery. Now Celery is not bad because we do want to have a glider with us. So I think we can afford to try and get this Celery. Now, of course, as with all RNG related concepts, you may or may not roll a Celery that might be, you know, like in terms of like the skills, is something that you want. But the good news is, okay, I always advise to take out the minions first, because you can escalate real quick. So we'll try and see if we can't. Whoa. Okay, hold on. This is very silly. There you go. Alright, so I will tend to say deal with the minions first. Ow. That's polite. Oh! Oh yeah, no, so we want to be very careful with this. Okay, so the Celery is on us. Hey! Oof. So this is getting very dangerous. Oh, jeez. I hate it that we don't have a way to heal. Oh, look how fast that hits. Okay, I want Lee Spunk to take the aggro because... Okay, nice. Whoa! Okay. So that one is more or less set in. Yeah, so he cycles between the two attacks, and he's very fast, guys. So if you notice, he attacks super fast, and Lee Spunk is not necessarily doing a lot for us. Wait, why does Lee Spunk's ability not hit? Very nice. Alright, 33% is not too bad. Okay, so remember to dodge, guys. Hey, what hit me? Oh god. Okay, yeah, no, that was blind. Just keep dodging. Yeah. This is dangerous, guys. 35 health on 27% and we can't get it. Just keep dodging. Nice. Whew. Conceited. Oh well. I mean, I don't actually think it's any better than my current one, but we nearly died here, so I'll take it any day. But yes, that's basically a dungeon. So once you finish off the oh, we learned so many new things. But once we finish off the dungeon, you can come here. Achoo, my lightning streak, great. And then we can grab the good stuff, and then after that leave immediately. So the dungeon loop is actually super good because you can actually gain a lot of things from a single dungeon run. But yeah, and I like this dungeon a lot because the moment you're out here, you can just go straight here and teleport back home and be done with your life. And it's so nearby Chillet as well. So early in the game, I feel like this little area here is very good, especially if you're trying to snipe decent pals early. So let's just take a look at our Ray. I mean, he is the boss, so he's gonna be... I presume he might be stronger. but it's very hard for us to gauge because we don't have any salary of that level. So at this point in time, I'm not sure whether bosses are any much more stronger than say a shiny. Let's see what conceited does. Oh wow, this is a very useless one, Jesus. But yeah, so sadly he's not very helpful to us. Both our bosses that we've caught isn't very good. Killamari is fried squid, jeez. Yeah, he's a glider actually. He has brittle though. That's not good. And the Mao is he's alright. So we got ourselves a bunch of new mons. I've showed you guys world bosses as well as dungeons. Now I'm probably not going to show, like, force myself to show you guys every single dungeon layout because that's very tedious. Honestly, so far I've ran about 3 dungeons with BAMS. They are okay, at least the dungeons in this area are more or less the same in terms of tile set, just that they reshuffle it a bit here and there. Some are bigger than others, and they all end with a randomized boss at the end. There could be any of those pals from, probably any of those pals from the overworld. And then the world bosses will respawn, and it's fixed. So generally, I will definitely record our attempts at the world bosses. So I won't, like, for example, King Paka right here, I'm not gonna go and hunt King Paka without recording, but I probably will try and grind a little bit of chillet first to see if I can get ourselves a good chillet. So yeah, that's the plan for the off-screen ones, and then when we come back, we'll continue on our journey. So hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one.